Dubai is the most luxurious place in the world. Just 50 years ago, Dubai was merely a small town in the middle of the desert. Today, Dubai serves as the luxurious face of the Middle East and the most prominent attraction that part of the world has to offer. Undoubtedly, you have seen photos of the Burj Al Arab Hotel, the crescent-shaped skyscraper built on a man-made island. Welcome back to TEKNXS, a place where luxury and finance lovers come to get inspired. Let's deep dive in. You also probably know that Dubai is home to the world's tallest building, and you might have even seen Tom Cruise scaling it in an installment of the Mission Impossible franchise. That building is called the Burj Khalifa, and it stands 2,722 feet high. Yes, I'm sure you know a bit about the attractions of this amazing city, but today I would love to get the chance to tell you so much more. So here are all the over-the-top, wildly expensive things you can find in Dubai. But first, a tiny history lesson about how Dubai went from being just a small desert town to the extravagant oasis it is today. The same way all over the other United Arab Emirates cities became so rich. Abu Dhabi, just 90 miles from Dubai, is the richest city in the world, and it sits on 10% of the entire world's oil supply. This production of oil launched the United Arab Emirates into the first world. Millions were poured into Dubai, and it became one of the biggest cities in the Middle East. However, today, Dubai only makes 5% of its revenue from oil because its reserves aren't nearly as lucrative as some of its UAE neighbors. Dubai makes the majority of its revenue from trade, real estate, and tourism. Dubai has become the business center of the UAE since it can no longer rely on oil production alone. Still, this adjustment has not discouraged this vibrant city from growing. Dubai is growing in population just as much as it's growing vertically. In fact, about 1/4 of all cranks are located in Dubai. That's right, about 25% of cranes in existence are in just one UAE city. It seems the game plan of Dubai is to just keep building skyscrapers. Two of these skyscrapers are the aforementioned Burj Khalifa and the Burj Al Arab Hotel. The Burj Khalifa. The Burj Khalifa stands more than a half a mile tall. It's so tall, in fact, that at its upper floors, the building can sway several feet at the mercy of the wind. This, however, was not overlooked by the architects of this massive building. The Burj Khalifa was designed in such a way that the sway would be too slow for the vestibular system in the inner ear to even notice. That's the part of the ear that provides balance if you happen to be unburdened by the interference. The tower also contains the world's highest mosque on the 158th floor, the world's highest swimming pool on the 76th floor, and the world's highest viewing platform on the 124th floor. Jumeirah Beach Hotel. With its striking wave-like design, one of the architectural wonders that graces Dubai's skyline is the 5-star Jumeirah Beach Hotel. The 26-story building stands 93 meters high and 275 meters long and is curved in plan and elevation, representing a stunning breaking wave. It offers 20 bars and restaurants, a private beach of its own, and unlimited access to the famous Wild Wadi water park. The hotel is adjacent to the sail-shaped Burj Al Arab, and a sail navigating against the wave simulates this combination. The Burj Al Arab. The Burj Al Arab is a beautiful 5-star hotel just hundreds of feet off the land. The Al Arab is the 5th largest hotel in the world thanks to its unique shape. The hotel stands 56 stories high. It is officially labeled as a 5-star hotel, but some have dubbed this stunning building with the highest remark of 7 stars. This 7-star label is up for debate as the authorities on the matter of luxury hotels has not been agreed upon, but 7-star or not. This hotel is truly magnificent. If you want to spend a night in the royal suite of the Al Arab, it'll cost you just over $24,000. The interior of the Burj Al Arab is adorned with around 1,790 square meters of 24-karat gold leaf, but even that can touch the glorious views of the immaculate city in the picture-perfect Gulf. Along with extremely tall buildings, the city is keen on building man-made islands. Next up, the World Islands, a collection of 300 man-made islands built in the shape of a world map. Situated 4 kilometers off the coast of Dubai is the world of World Islands. Truly, these islands are man-made. The entire development is an area that covers 6 by 9 kilometers and is surrounded by an oval-shaped island of breakwater. These are created from tons of sand rock. Every island is for sale and is ready for growth. Its shape on Earth is visible only by satellite or from the top of the tallest building in the world, the Burj Khalifa. Dubai Mall. Dubai Mall is the world's largest shopping center by area. More than 750,000 visitors each week are attracted by its 1,200 retail outlets, department stores, over 160 food and beverage outlets, and huge entertainment areas. The mall has a luxury hotel of 250 rooms and even a large aquarium, the Dubai Aquarium and the Underwater Zoo, with the largest viewing panel in the world. The incredible Dubai Fountain and its dancing waters are just outside the mall. The Dubai Fountain. The Dubai Fountain is also an incredible architectural design. The Fountain of Dubai is the world's largest dancing fountain, which includes 6,600 lights and 25 color projectors that illuminate it. It creates a visual spectrum of over 1,000 abstract attractions. Its light beam can be seen from a distance of more than 20 miles and is visible from space, making it the brightest spot in the Middle East. In sync with classical, Arabic, and world music, this amazing 275-meter-long fountain can spray 22,000 gallons of water and shoot water jets as high as 500 feet into the air. Dubai Miracle Garden. A world of floral wonders await you at Dubai Miracle Garden, the world's largest natural flower garden. The 72,000 square meter park has an impressive lineup of famous buildings and structures, completely transforming into colorful flower displays. There are plenty of attractions to see, with a huge variety of quirky and alternative arrangements. Is that either a miracle or a mirage? Incredibly developed in the middle of the desert, the largest natural flower garden in the world is Dubai Miracle Garden. There are over 50 million flowers in the garden, fashioned into the shapes of hearts, stars, igloos, pyramids, vintage flower-decked cars, arc-shaped walkways, etc., which will change every season. With the largest flower clock in the world, it has entered the Guinness Book of Records and also hopes to be recognized as having the longest wall of flowers and the largest pyramid of flowers. Next up, the Infinity Tower. Infinity Tower is the highest high-rise building in the world with a twist of 90x. The unique, almost completed skyscraper spirals from its base to its crown, 1,000 feet above the ground at an amazing 90 degrees. The 80-story high residential tower, which depends on its elevation, has dynamic waterfront views. Amazingly, within the building, there is no single structural pillar anywhere. Atlantis, the Palm Hotel and Resort. The Palm Hotel and Resort has more than 1,500 guest rooms. The complex also features a 1.4-kilometer pristine white beach with world-class cuisine and luxury boutiques. A maze of underwater tunnels filled with marine life and modeled on the architecture of Atlantis. The large Ambassador Lagoon, which is filled with 65,000 marine animals, and the Dolphin Bay, where visitors can swim and interact with dolphins, are part of this wonderful resort. Next up, the Princess Tower. The Guinness World Records have recognized the Princess Tower as the world's tallest residential building since 2012. The 101-story skyscraper, towering over the Dubai Marina skyline at 1,355 feet. It has 763 luxury apartments. Price's Tower also has the city's most expensive properties, as well as 8 retail stores. Next up is the police force. Law enforcement is not usually something that comes to mind when speaking in terms of luxury, but it sure is in Dubai as a means of wooing the tourists. Dubai's police force uses supercars as their patrol vehicles. This includes cars such as the Ferrari FF that goes for around $500,000, the Lamborghini Aventador for around $400,000, and an Aston Martin 177 for a reasonable price of $1.79 million. Using these spectacular cars is just done by being in Dubai. But Dubai is the 8th safest city in the world. Due to the supercars, of course, the UAE in general has rather strict laws due to the Islamic constitutional monarchies that operates the Emirates government. Some Sharia laws exist in Dubai as well, so if you're on vacation with your missus, checking out the bougie police force, make sure the two of you don't get caught smooching because it might just get you deported. However, due to the extremely high amount of tourism, some places in Dubai are much more lenient. The serving of alcohol, for instance, would not be permitted in a traditional Middle Eastern setting, but it is in Dubai in specific institutions such as hotels and clubs. It is actually estimated that around 15% of Dubai's population are Emiratis. while the other 85% are from out of town, wherein about half of the population is composed of the workers building hundreds of skyscrapers, which does make a little bit of sense, considering the whole crane situation. Most of these workers are from India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh, which brings us to the more unfortunate side of Dubai. Many of the immigrant workers live and work in less than ideal conditions, while Emiratis in the upper class, foreigners receive extremely attractive salaries. Did you find this video interesting? For more videos like this one, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and tap that bell icon so you won't miss our next video. Until next time.